When you went back into your monk life, shall we say, to find, I guess, maybe, was it some sort of meaning behind what had happened, or what were you trying to find with that?
Sure. I think what happened is I did a lot of meditation and yoga when I was a monk, and as I'd gone into corporate world, I'd just forgotten about it, and I didn't do much of it at all. And what exploded was the mental chatter. You know, that chatter that goes around the head, and it's debilitating, it's exhausting, it's depleting. And so I had to regain control over my mind. And I had forgotten how to do that. And to think nothing sometimes, or try to distill the mind just to let it recuperate. And that was a huge challenge.
And where did you do your initial training as a monk then, as it were, if it is training?
Sure. I did in India, but I met a wandering yogi when I was living in an ashram.
How old were you at that point?
I was from 13 to about 19.
Gosh, 13 to 19. So at 13 you had a feeling that you really wanted to follow this life as a monk?
No, my parents sent me.
Did they?
My parents sent me. Yes. Yeah, my parents sent me to India. They came along with me, but I really didn't want to go. Yeah, but they thought it was the right thing to do. But I met my teacher, who was my master at the time.
Wow, that's a bold, I mean, from your parents' perspective, that's a bold thing to do. And if you didn't feel you particularly wanted to go, but they were, why do you think they were behind you doing that and having that experience?
I think they were a little bit concerned about, alcohol, drugs, and girls.
Really?
So I grew up in the Blue Mountains in Australia.
Oh, did you? In the
Blue
Mountains,
in Australia, which is kind of a beautiful place. Look, I didn't enjoy it at the time.
No.
I went from eating meat pies and, playing rugby to, sleeping on the floor and eating vegetarian food, and struggled with that. But in retrospect, I think it was good discipline and good training. There's a huge yearning as the world gets noisier, people need to find that space. They say that music is created by the space between the notes. Otherwise, it's just noise. The world's just become too noisy. Checking your emails and you're 24/7 on, you're exhausted, you're mentally depleted, and you start to exist rather than save a life. And I love monks and nuns because they truly have a very sensual life. When they're eating a piece of bread, they eat that piece of bread. They are present to the piece of bread. When they're talking to you, they're totally talking to you. We're always living somewhere else. You've got to be able to still yourself, and we don't still. And therefore, if you're totally emotional all the time, you miss out on so much.